Europe's largest nation and its main growth engine has become the biggest drag on its economy. About 25 years back, Germany was labeled as the sick man of the euro. The mix of reunification, a sluggish job market, and reduced demand for exports caused a lot of trouble for the economy, pushing unemployment rates into the double digits. Surprisingly, once again, Germany has started falling behind. So, is Germany once again the sick man of Europe? In the early 2000s, Germany had a fantastic period, becoming the envy of other countries. Everything seemed to work smoothly, trains were punctual, and the country, known for its top-notch engineering, stood out as a powerhouse in exports. However, as Germany thrived, the world didn't stand still. The largest economy in Europe went from being a leader in growth to falling behind. Between 2006 and 2017, it outperformed its big counterparts and kept up with America. But now, it's facing its third quarter of either shrinking or staying the same, and there's a chance it might be the only major economy to get smaller in 2023. The issues aren't just about the present. According to IMF, Germany is expected to grow more slowly than America, Britain, France, and Spain over the next 5 years. That's really worrying, especially for the Germans, right? But don't worry, my people. Things are not as alarming as they were in 1999, which was the worst economic performance on record. How, you ask? High unemployment, slow growth, and fiscal deterioration. Speaking of unemployment today, it is about 3%, and the country is wealthier and more welcoming. Yet, more and more Germans are grumbling that things aren't running as smoothly as they could. When asked, 4 out of 5 people say that Germany isn't a fair place. Trains are so consistently running late that Switzerland won't even allow tardy ones on its network. Imagine this, the foreign mistress, Annalena Baerbock, had to cancel a trip to Australia because her official plane, showing its age, broke down for the second time this summer, leaving her stranded abroad. Industrialization. For a long time, Germany's success in traditional industries covered up its neglect of investing in new ones. Being too self-satisfied and overly focused on careful spending resulted in insufficient public investment, extending beyond just Deutsche Bahn and the Bundeswehr. In terms of GDP, Germany's investment in information technology is less than half of what America and France invest in. Bureaucratic conservatism is another huddle. It takes a lengthy 120 days to get a business license, which is twice as long as the average in OECD countries. On top of all of this, there are challenges from worsening geopolitics, the struggle to reduce carbon emissions, and the difficulties posed by an aging population. The world's political situation means that manufacturing might not be as profitable as it used to be. Among the big Western economies, Germany is the most affected by what's happening in China. Just last year, their trade amounted to a whopping $314 billion. The relationship used to be all about making money, but now it's more complicated. German car makers in China are struggling to compete with local brands for market shares. Moreover, as the Western world tries to make things safer by reducing ties with China, some connections may be cut entirely, especially in sensitive areas. At the same time, there's a rush to develop advanced manufacturing and strong supply chains, leading to a flood of subsidies to support local industries. This could either pose a threat to German companies or make them demand subsidies within the European Union. Brexit, an economic disaster. Brexit has caused big economic problems for both the UK and Germany, damaging their trade and investment ties. I know what you are asking yourself right now. What is Brexit? In simple terms, it was a movement that promoted the United Kingdom, UK, to leave the European Union, EU. The name Brexit is a portmanteau, merging two words together, British and exit. Now that you know what Brexit is, let me answer your next question. How did this affect the UK and Germany's relationship? Well, Germany's district investment in the UK dropped by 16.1% in 2021. And the UK slipped from being Germany's third most important export market in 2016 to 8th place by 2022. The UK has become less important as a trading partner, falling from 5th to 11th place. German companies active in the UK have decreased by 5.2% since 2016. On the flip side, many British companies have set up shop in Germany since Brexit, with over 1,000 new businesses from the UK counted by Germany Trade and Investment (GTAI). The UK companies are drawn to Germany's size, central location, and the need for a foothold in the EU due to the challenges posed by Brexit. Despite the challenges, German companies still face uncertainties and complications in their UK business. Moving on, Germany is faced with its shift to cleaner energy. The industrial sector, using almost double the energy of the next biggest in Europe, is grappling with the transition. Consumers in Germany have a larger carbon footprint compared to those in France or Italy. Relying on cheap Russian gas is no longer an option, and the decision to move away from nuclear power has added to the difficulties. The move towards affordable renewable energy is slowed down by a lack of investment in grinds and a slow permit system. This poses a threat to the competitiveness of manufacturers. Adding to the complexity, Germany is now dealing with a talent shortage. A post-World War II baby boom means that 2 million workers are set to retire in the next 5 years. While Germany has welcomed nearly 1.1 million Ukrainian refugees, many are children and non-working women who might return home soon. Employers are a pinch, with 2/5 saying they struggle to find skilled workers. It's not just complaints. Even the state of Berlin can't fill half of its teaching vacancies with qualified staff. Yup, you heard that right. So, what's the solution to all of these? For Germany to do well in a world that's most divided, environmentally conscious, and with an aging population, its economic approach needs adjustment. However, unlike in the 1990s, when high unemployment pushed Gerhard Schroeder's coalition into action, the current challenges are easier to overlook. In today's government, which includes the liberal Free Democrats and the Greens, few openly acknowledge the magnitude of the task at hand. Even if they did, the coalition is so divided that reaching an agreement on a solution would be challenging. To add to the complexity, the far-right populist party, Alternative für Deutschland, is gaining support, polling at 20% nationally and possibly winning some state elections next year. This makes those in the government hesitant to propose significant changes, fearing it could play into the hands of the far-right party. And so, the temptation might be to stick to old ways, but that won't bring back Germany's golden era or ease the challenges ahead. China will keep progressing and dealing with risks. Cutting carbon emissions and an aging population can't be wished away. Politicians need to look forward to supporting new businesses, improving infrastructure, and nurturing talent. Embracing technology would be a boon for emerging firms and industries. A streamlined digital bureaucracy would simply help smaller companies dealing with mountains of paperwork. Reforming permits would ensure that infrastructure is built quickly and within budget. Money is crucial too. Often, infrastructure suffers as the government strictly follows balanced budget rules. While Germany can't spend as freely as in the low interest rate in the 2010s, avoiding investment to control spending is a short-sighted approach. Well, what do you think Germany should prioritize to navigate these hurdles successfully? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more insightful content. Until next time, stay focused.